girls wind up on the dance floor.
Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. My name is Dan. I'm sorry I have not been posting for a while. I have been a little bit busy with things, but hopefully I can start posting at least once a week. I'm gonna try to at least aim for that, but yeah. So we got some pretty cool update that just came here, and not only now but a little while. So I'm gonna go over both of those updates in here, and yeah. So the first update that we got is the 2022 Bullhorn Prance, the 2022 Challenger, and it looks pretty neat. Of course, I'm not gonna purchase it because I don't really think I need it, but yeah, it's there if you want it. The next one, the next update, or the next part of the update for this specific update was the new station for the news, which kind of looks at first looks kind of bad, but then when you go inside of it, looks pretty neat. You go, especially the studio, like, wow, this looks neat. Like, you got everything here. Of course, this looks kind of unrealistic, but still, it looks pretty neat. You got the script on there. You got two green screens, probably just like the weather, of course. That here, I don't know what you have here, but this right here, this is usually used for the weather and everything. You got that new, like, starting or news anchor thing, and then of course you got the main office here where you can spawn your vehicle and everything. Same typical offices, doesn't matter what office, but you got office there. The next thing that we got is the new police vehicle, which I'm gonna go ahead and show you in just a moment. And we got a new clothes store interior, which is in Springfield. So let me go ahead and go all the way over to Springfield. And there's an oil spill right there. I'm just gonna ignore that for right now, and I'm just gonna go ahead and go to Springfield. Oh, don't do that. Okay, let's just go ahead and go all the way over to Springfield, and I'll show you this new clothing store. It's located right on over here. It's that building. It's the building that's going to be on the left side, on the right side, I believe. Yep, the right side right here. So it's this blue building right here. If you go on over to it, hasn't really changed, of course, but if you go over and hover over that images, you can try it on, or you can buy it with Robux. Of course, it's actual Robux, but if I want to try it on, I can be trying it on. It's be good for role plays if you want. Go ahead, as you can see, but not really good for role plays because you gotta only try it on for like a few seconds and just view how it looks, but then it just tells you that you want to buy it. Of course, and then the clothing of the month, it looks like this is gonna be updated every month. Pretty neat, like that. And yeah, the next feature that we got is the new police vehicle, which we're gonna go ahead and go on the police team, and I'll show you that. This new vehicle is a civilian version of what we got in the previous update, not this update, but the previous update that we had, and it is the 2022 Falcon Traveler SSV. As you can see, pretty neat. It does come in the civilian version, and I don't know what really are, but it comes in civilian version. A new thing that they added was Mafia color player emblems. So this player was supposed to be released in the last update, not this update, the last update. But with this stuff, I don't have the Game Pass, or I can't really show you it really, because I'm not really have anyone in the server here. But what this does is it's if you select the color of the mafia group, it'll set the color, and then you can see who's in part of your mafia in that same color. So it will allow you to see who's who. A new other thing that I added was for this update was a new command, which is H or hint, and then just say something. As you can see, hello. Instead of posting it with the end command all the time, you got that. Another also thing that they added was now instead of pressing the button, you can just press, if you're just doing something, you can just press X and it will turn that off. They also updated the fountain, which the fountain will have the lights turn off and on. What they also added was the clock in Springfield. That clock now actually moves and shows the correct time. So if it's this time, then it'll show it, and it will just show the correct time on the phone as you do. If you go over to it, you will actually see it move. Before it was just kind of in one direction and didn't really move, but now if you go on over to it, you will see that clock handle being moved around and actually showing the time. It's found right here where the parking garage is. If you look, you can see it moving. Tick on my phone, and you can see that every single tick is the same as the clock. So there's 40, there's 45, so forth. So you see it's going there. Now, that's this update. Now, the last update, what we got from the last update was kind of big. Probably a big update that was really good. What we got for this update was new DOT barriers. We got new DOT barriers, a new game control volume, a new well, not really new call out, but now you can tow vehicles from major server calls once the fire is out, and then the shopping outlet has changed as well. Now the SWAT rope is blue, which I can't really show you because that's that. But then you also got a updated minimap, which can show you if you go here, then click bus stops, you can now see where every single bus stop is. It's the bus icon. You can see that. So, how do you go to the game control volume? You go here, click settings, and then right here, game controls. Now, I have guns probably just around the center right here. Vehicles kind of just lowered. Of course, you want to have, like, if you want to have sirens, you can have sirens, but I'll put it just around here, and then click save to save your areas. We're gonna go ahead and go to new DOT, because in the DOT they have these new barriers that they added, and of course the new truck, which is not from this update but 2 updates previous to that. And from that previous update, what we got was a taxi limo job, which was named to Valley Transit. Was a shuttle bus was added. Some tools were added, which was the generator for fire and DOT, both the same one. A hydraulic salon for FD, which is kind of confusing how to use, but I'll show you how to use that in just a moment. And then a rope for SWAT, which I can't show. As well as the new mail truck for the mail. And yeah, the new Falcon Advanced truck was added. There's mailboxes that you can drop off. New thing that they added was windows are now breakable with tools. The EMS bag is now placeable. The SWAT truck can now have a livery. License plate are now refilter upon civ spawn. If it will be if you spawn a vehicle and the license is no longer allowed, then it will not be set to what you set it to, and it will be the default ABC 111. Alright, so here's the new DOT vehicle. Oh, by the way, the new DOT station was also added here. So we got dispatch center. You got, of course, it was smaller a little, but it's a pretty neat station here that we have for DOT. I really like it. It's services, vehicle towing, road assistance, dirty beat, tap control, street sweeping. Here's the bays. Of course, it's got 2 small bays, and then yeah. Now here's this Falcon Advanced tow truck. Pretty neat. I like how it looks. You got your light bar. You then move it up and down. The first 2 buttons up and down the main support bar that moves up and down. Of course, then you got your down for the gray bar or the tow part, up and down right there. And of course, you got your left and right for the tow bar, which really I don't know why you would really need that, but sometimes you would actually need that. Another thing is the new road barriers, as you can see right here. Now you can place 2 or 3 in the main server, but here when you are in public servers when they have disabled, I'm just gonna place as many as I can and I'll count them, but I think it should be like a lot more than you would. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So you can place 15 of these now. And our new update that I added was part of this update was you cannot go through cones or any road barriers or anything like that. To enable the setting, you go here, click server settings, and you scroll down to the very bottom of premium pack settings, and you got this right here. Placeable objects collidable. It determines whether or certain object can be placed with collidable players and vehicles. These include all types of cones and barriers for the moment. Of course, I think they are going to add more later on, but if you see, vehicles will now just don't go over them. Same thing with the cones here. As you can see, cones, there's the generator. Just the same, I'll show you the generator right now. There's the generator. Of course, DOT has the orange one. FD has a other one. To turn it on, you go on the other side here, and it works. Then you got cone, which you can't see collapse. Doesn't collide or collapse, but it would be neat to see a cone collapse. There. Alright, so the new shopping outlet. The new shopping outlet is pretty good. I don't know what you would really use the shopping outlet really for, since there's not really anything that you can really do, but it did get a big like revamp, and it's a lot better than it was before. So this shopping outlet is right where it was before, just this time it is a little bigger, and Family Jewels was actually redesigned to a new family. Not really a new family, just so called Family Jewels, but just redesigned into being something new. It's right about here. See, same location, but a new market has been added here. Of course, none of these are still nothing, but I'll show you. I'll have an image on screen right now of what I think should be added in the game, and of course, you would see if you want to see what those really are and what each of them means. Just go ahead and look in ERLC suggestions, and you'll see me posting it from time to time. But as a matter of fact, here we got the new jewelry store. Got rings here. You got like necklaces or bars or whatever those are. You got gold bars here. Got more rings here. More rings here. We got silver bars, gold bars, silver bars here. And then you got the entrance or exit here. You enter in through here, and you got new cash registers, which is pretty neat. Gold, silver, and then you can see we're not just a family, we're just we're not just a store, we're a family. So I think that's pretty neat. But each and every one of these, I think sometime in the near future, we'll be getting it. So yeah, that's mostly it. Other than that, there's nothing really else that you can really talk about other than just explaining why I have not been really on or really have been focused on YouTube. I am trying to be focused on YouTube, but I'm also trying to be focused on life. Life has been giving me some big changes, and I do need to adapt to these changes. So please bear with me as I do change to these changes. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go over show you guys the new SWAT, not SWAT, the new vehicle for the not DOT, mail truck or mail van, which I think it looks pretty neat. And it's not really that good of a mail van, but I mean at least we got something new for the another team to roleplay as. Of course, I would have liked to see something new with the mail van, but it is what it is. And of course, lastly, I'll show you what the new hydraulics looks like and how to actually use them properly. So there's the mail van. Click start job, and then spawn here, buy the mail van for 65,000. Purchase it, and it doesn't look really that bad, but I mean, still can't really change the lights here, but it would have been good to actually have the lights being changed and everything. Now back to FD. In FD we did get a few updates, one of them being hazmat. So now you have some tech rescue suit, you got a class A hazmat, class B hazmat, and class C hazmat. And of course with that you also get some gears, which includes a safety rope, neutralizer, a vest, a life ring, deployable tent, and a wash station. With that we also got hydraulic stuns, a pike pole, a generator, and oil absorbent. I'll show you how to get the hydraulic stun, and I'll show you how to use it because most people don't know how to use it. So when you click on the hydraulic stun, you click and then you can't really place because it says you place too many, but you really haven't placed any. So what you want to do is when you place it down, you kind of have to play around with it. As you can see, the rear end right here, the rear end is like kind of like your mark here. So you kind of have to, when you kind of place it, you gotta have to kind of play around with it and pick this one up. It takes too many tries, but of course it's just weird how that is. I don't like it. If I had to improve on it, I would definitely. But you kind of have to play around with that. It takes some time and effort to really do what you're supposed to do. So I don't really what I use for roleplays. Yes and no. It's just kind of hard, but at the same time, not really. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.